Hello. Wanted to make another video here. Um, yeah, so it's been a bit of a hard week, I guess. I don't know. It's like transition is getting serious a little bit. Um, I mean, it's funny to say that now that it's getting serious, 'cause I've come a long ways, but I also feel like I have a long ways to go. And yeah, I don't know. Just big thing I'm wrestling with is like maybe I want to be a woman, but do I feel like a woman? Am I a woman right now? And I don't know, I have a hard time answering yes to that question. Um and maybe that's okay, you know, because what does it mean to be a woman, right? So maybe I already am that, but I don't know. So that's one of the big things I've been wrestling with, I guess, lately. Um, but that's not the main reason I want to make another video. This is sort of part two of coming to terms with being trans or just really my, you know, trans journey. And yeah, so um, let's see. So I was talking about starting to come out to people. I think I mentioned coming out to the Clarkson group, the college group. Um, and yeah, I'll just sort of pick up the story from there. Um, and yeah, so came out to the college group, and that was, it felt good. Um, I started presenting femininely almost immediately. Haven't really been doing any voice training at this point yet. Um, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, voice training recently has been something that I've been stressing about, been worried about, just 'cause, I want to be able to talk to people, um, plain and simply. Um, and I am trying to get a voice that is feminine and I don't know. I do think it's getting better all the time, but still not really where I want it to be. Um, and but yeah, anyway, um, so came out to Clarkson Group, and then pretty much as soon as they left, went ahead and came out to my other friends that I talk to on a regular basis. So came out to Derek and Dylan and Christy, um, all in you know very short order. Um, and they were very accepting as well. Um, So I know, like Derek in particular, um, he sent me this, just even while we were on the call together. So that was the thing, normally I don't have video on, but I'm like, let me turn on video for this. Would have liked to maybe do it in person, but, didn't know when we would see each other. So, uh, did it, um, online on Discord. And yeah, and um Derek sent me the sweet text basically saying that, doesn't change anything with our friendship, and, yeah, and, just saying that he still cared about me, that sort of thing, and it was very sweet. Here, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick, just 'cause, yeah, I don't know. I think it's worth sharing. Let's see, do. Let's see, it would have been 2021, I guess? November or October time frame? Oh man, I might have to scroll back. Oh, I don't even know if it saves messages this old. Oh, it does. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm back to September of 2022. Okay, forget it. I'm sorry about that. Um, sorry about that. But yeah, so came out to Derek, Dylan, and Christy. They were all very cool with it, surprising. I don't know. I was always surprised by how cool people were with things. Um, and, but they were. And Christy was a little bit more, you know, reserved, and more than anything, she was worried about Erica, which, makes sense, that sisterly bond. But yeah, she was, basically texting Erica right away, making sure that she was doing okay, that she was okay with things, and Erica was, and very reassuring, and yeah, I don't know. Just the more people I came out to, the better it felt. And yeah, and people were able to use my new pronouns, new name, that sort of thing. And yeah, so I was starting to experiment with things, and sort of liked the way it felt. And pretty quickly I start looking at, okay, what are the next steps? And for me, that next step was laser hair removal. Um, so again, not really totally sold on the fact that I was trans, which looking back is sort of hilarious, but again, it was more like I didn't want to put that title on it. I didn't want to put the title of trans on it. I would say things like I was questioning my gender, and I still felt this at this point. And one thing that I felt was that I just hated my facial hair. Um, and, so let's do something about it. I'm able to do something about it, and that thing was laser hair removal. Um, so, sort of went for a consult. It's laser that targets the dark hairs on your face. And, yeah, I just went in for what I was saying was going to be a consult, just sort of feel things out, that sort of thing. And I don't know, but a consult very quickly turned into me booking a session. Sort of losing my girl voice. Gotta get back into it a little bit. That sounds fake, I think. Um, yeah, so, yeah, can you see why I'm worried about voice? Ugh, I hate it. I wish that it sounded good to me. Yeah, it's a big stressor for me right now is voice, but try to work through it. So, Went did consult for laser hair removal. Um, and Yeah, and like I said, rapidly turned into an actual session. Like scheduled it for another week or two later, and I was incredibly nervous. I thought it was something that I wanted, but I was nervous because it was the first permanent step. Um, like I couldn't take back coming out to friends or Erica or anything like that. But this was the first permanent change that I would be making, to my body. And that scared me. It really did scare me a lot. And I sort of had this spiral where if it scares me, what does that mean? And I mean, I think to be scared was only natural. Um, like I said, it's permanent change to my body. It could be anything, and I'd be nervous about it. But uh, yeah. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I was incredibly nervous, but decided to go through with it. It hurt like a son of a bitch. I mean, basically, it's a laser that's burning your hair to the root, and yeah, I mean, it hurt a lot. And I didn't have the immediate results that I wanted either. And I got the feeling that, like, after the first session was done, basically, like, oh God, I've made a huge mistake, That was the feeling. And, and I don't know, that starts its own spiral of did I make a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Um, but I was scared of the permanency. The thing that scared me before was the same thing that was scaring me after. Um, and long term, no, I could tell you now, no, it was not a mistake. I did hate my facial hair, still do. What is remaining? I have another laser hair removal this week, in fact. Um, and it's just more and more getting removed each time. And I think one of the big things I was afraid of, and still don't like, is the in between, in between male and female. Um, which non-binary is a thing, non-binary gender, but that wasn't what I wanted. Um, so to be in between was scary to me. So yes, a lot of hair was removed, but there was a lot still there as well, and that I didn't like, and it would take a lot more time before it, it's reaching a point where yeah, it does become much less noticeable. So. So that was my first laser hair removal appointment. Big milestone. Um, and the next milestone was coming out to my family. Um, and that was very similarly very scary. So first laser hair removal appointment was in December of 2021. I was then coming out to my family was going to be in February of 2022. So a few months later. And yeah, again, very scared, very nervous. At this point, did I think I was trans? Um, Signs were pointing to yes, I think at this point. Um, I think I still described it as gender questioning, but I wanted to include my family, very similar to including my friends. I wanted to include my family. I wanted to bring them along on the journey, you know? And I didn't want to hide from them, didn't want to lie to them, and this was going to be the first time, because I think in 2021 I didn't even see them for Thanksgiving. No. No, I did see them for Thanksgiving, but um, just a lot of people, complicated situation. I think I was out to my friends at that point, out to Christy, but I wasn't quite ready to come out to my family at that point. So the next time I was going to see them was going to be in February. And leading up to going out, I was actually going out for a job interview out east. At this point, I'm not sure if I want to come out to my work at Bear or if I want to come out at a new job or what that was going to look like. So I was applying for jobs out east, where it was going to hopefully be a little bit more liberal. Um, and yeah, so leading up to that, I came out to my sister Talia, who yeah, again, wasn't sure what to expect, um, but was very, very supportive again. Um, I feel like a broken record. Everybody in my life has just been so supportive, and I'm very fortunate that way. Um, yeah, it's fun to reflect on because everybody has been just amazing. And yeah, but then flew out to Vermont and went and came out to my parents. So I came out to Talia just over video call. Came out to my parents in person. Did it in a hotel room, and I wasn't sure that I was gonna have the confidence to do it. But I was like, hey, why did you guys come up to the hotel room? I have basically something important that I want to talk about. And yeah, I don't know. I freaking did it. Super proud of myself for that. I was very nervous, but I did it. And yeah, I think that my parents were both of them shocked and trying to understand. And we had a good long conversation. It lasted like a couple hours. And more than anybody else that I had come out to, they were asking the questions like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're trans? Or are you sure that you want to come out?" Um, and I think more than anything, they were concerned for my well-being, you know? Because they recognized how hard of a path it would be. Everybody else was just so instantly supportive. And, both my mom and my dad both, um, I think that just that they wanted to make sure that it was right for me. And this would continue for some time, probably to today. They just want to make sure that's right for me. Um, and Yeah, and we, like I said, we talked for a couple hours. My dad sent a very sweet text, later that same night. And actually, that text was it was something that I needed, I think. 'Cause at the time I saw it as I saw their questioning as basically the same as, where I wasn't sure, because everybody else that I come out to was instant, whoa, Italian hands, instantly supportive and instantly enthusiastic. And my parents weren't that way. And, but I think just, they need time to adjust. And, yeah, they needed time to adjust. And, now I think, you know, things are a lot better. I think that they've adjusted. I think they still are adjusting, especially my dad. Um, but yeah, I don't know, still love me, very important. And looking out for my well-being. And yeah, I don't know. Just it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've been talking with AJ, my other trans buddy, and he has a very supportive mom, not supportive dad. Um, and that sucks. Um, I don't know. It yeah. But anyway, yeah, so came out to my parents, and overall, I was very proud of myself for coming out to them, and overall, I think it went pretty well. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about, because there's a lot more I can talk about. Um, but it's just the big thing was time, basically. Um, some people, some people, when they realize that they're trans, they're on hormones within 3 months. And the process I described, even just so far, was a full year. And at the time of me recording this video, it was a full year after that, and I'm still not on hormones. Um, but I don't know. I think that I saw me coming out as to my parents as a huge step of no turning back, basically. Um, and I say that like it's a negative thing, but it was just a huge step that I I mean laser hair removal, of course, it was no turning back, but it both the laser hair removal, starting that and coming out to my parents, it was okay, this is serious. Um, this is serious. I'm doing this basically. Um, and I I was very happy for every step that I took. I mean, there were times where I was unsure and wasn't sure if I did the right thing, but no, I mean, I really am happy with everything, that I've done. I was happy for the timing that I did it. Um, and I don't know, it feels good. There were more big steps to come. Um, more friends that I hadn't come out to yet, like my friends here in Iowa, and coming out at work. That was another huge, huge step. Um, but I think I'll save talking about that for a future video. But I think that pretty much at this point, it was like, okay, I think I'm probably trans. And yeah, and I'll talk another video about like shedding toxic masculinity. That was something that I needed to shed. Um and yeah, the whole trans journey has been a lot, a lot. But it does feel good though. I don't know. It's scary. It's very, 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 very scary. But yeah, I don't know. Just feels good to share here as well. And yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be it, I suppose, for this video. Um yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I will talk to you in the next one. Okay. Bye.